One book can change everything. Discover revelations that spark courage, ignite dreams, and remind you who you truly are. From timeless classics to bold new voices, find your next inspiration in every page of Dr. Segun Olugbemi's books, such as Lessons from 30 Years of Marriage. Marriage is much more than a social contract. It is an institution established by God Himself. The man was never created to live in isolation, independent, alone, or all self-sufficient by himself. For two are better than one because they have a better reward for their labor. Red flags. Deception turns rulers into subjects and makes the wise foolish. It is the reason behind every failure, loss, pain, or regret. The life coach. The lessons we learn in life are: precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line upon line, here a little, there a little. Wisdom is loaded in all of creation. Therefore, the responsibility of discovery is on you. Defeating the mother frog syndrome. Mother frog syndrome is symptomatic of a lifestyle that is comfortable with whatever life throws at it. A man with great dreams who is unwilling to do anything about it. It is a reactionary life rather than an active one. A life that responds rather than initiates. Without conquest, there can be no victory. Without reaching, there is no getting. This is an apt description of what today's church looks like. This book teaches you how to kill these lethargic and apathetic lives. Mercy Extended. The vision that has led to this timely exposition on the rising new Church of Jesus Christ is clearly detailed in this book. It distinguishes between the Solomon Church and the Davidic Church, the significance of the donkey upon which no man ever sat on the occasion of the triumphant entry, vis-a-vis the present-day reformers in the rising church who have an understanding that Jesus Christ is either Lord of all or not at all. Prophetic confrontation. Prophecies are divine and accurate foretelling of the future to an individual, group, or nation by God. However, the recipient of prophecy has a key role to play in seeing it come to pass as foretold and benefiting from it, since most prophecies are conditions. Silent years. The silent years are the years we spend without being noticed. They are years of thorough preparation of a vessel by the Master Himself for His unique use. In this jet age of fast food, fast information, online church, online Bibles, and fast Christianity, many Christians, leaders inclusive, do not see the need to truly wait on God as in the days of Elijah. Obadiah Commission. There is a reason the word independence is not used in any translation of the Bible. One of the reasons is that God never meant for us to be independent of Him or one another. We are to be dependent on God and interdependent on one another. Lessons from the Patriarchs, Volume 1 and 2. Every information in the Bible has a message for us. We sure can learn from the names, places, numbers, people, principles, and instructions therein. You can order all these books and more on Amazon or call +2 34805 116 6211.
Hello there, welcome to TLC, the life coach. I'm so excited that you're joining us today. A couple of you have always been following and all that, but we need you to help us. I need you to like, send in your comments, comment and then share it to someone else, share it to other platforms. If you are feeling blessed, so much so that it becomes a staple for you to work this every Friday, then bless somebody with it. You're just the click of a button away from blessing somebody. So please help us. And we have the coordinates at the end of every session where you can give us some support. Please subscribe also to our YouTube channel, Segun Olugbemi TV, as well as other platforms that will be shown to you. Today I want to talk to you on loyalty. Loyalty. And I know that everyone needs this, everyone wants it, everyone desires it, everyone, claims to be a loyal individual or need a company of loyal people. What is loyalty? Loyalty is a strong feeling of support and allegiance. It is the quality of being loyal. Loyalty is faithfulness, a faithfulness that is steadfast in the face of any temptation to renounce, to desert, or to betray. That's why it's important that you have this set of people in your life, or this kind of people in your life. You need loyal people. If you're in the family, you need family. Within your family, you need loyal family members. Everybody in your life will not be loyal to you. If you go by this definition, the quality of being loyal and the faithfulness that is steadfast, a feeling of strong support and allegiance. The Bible says a brother is born for adversity. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Some brothers will be your adversity. They will be your adversity. Some brothers will just be the problems that you have to confront all the days of your life. The Bible says a friend loves at all times, and it's a friend that sticks also closer than a brother. There are some of my friends that we've been together for 38 years, 40 years, 35 years, 28 years, and all that we have grown to become brothers. They can literally complete my sentence. They can make decisions on my behalf. They know what I would do in a particular instance. I don't have any project going on in my life they don't know. They don't have anything in their lives that I don't know. And I can rely on them in my lowest moment to tell them. I can cry to them. They can talk to me. They can show me other perspectives of life and help me win victory. One of my closest friends here today, minister friend, we've been together for close to 30 years. This man, he rejoices when it goes well with me. I mean, he calls me our father who art in Guarimpa. His family, that's the way they address me. He's a man that I love so much, and I will do just anything within my power to be a blessing to him and his family. Because we've become friends. The loyalty knows no bound. A couple of years ago, God helped us and we arranged, and he was able to travel together. We were in the US. And I remember we walked into a store and I saw the shoes and they were beautiful, and the store manager said, "You are interested in these two shoes? I'm going to give you 50% off." Now, I had the money, and he said to me, "You need them. You don't have too many shoes. You just need these shoes." I said, "Do you know how much it's going to cost? 100 and something like this dollars, and multiply that by naira and all that." He said, "Yeah. The you that I know, if I need this money, you give me more than that. And I see you give people more than that. Why are you not going to invest in yourself? I will give you whatever it takes to complete the money. You going to buy these shoes." So I told him I actually had the money with me. I had it in the account. I had cash. And I just felt like it was too much for my feet to wear that, because I want to care. He said, "You care for everybody. You don't think about yourself. I'm here to defend your interest." He said, "I was there. Someone gave you this money. You have it. Pay. And if it's not enough, I'll add to it." Anyway, I bought it, and I said, "You made me buy these shoes. If I get back home, if we get home and I discover that I am having buyer's guilt, I will take them back." He said, "If you have buyer's guilt, I'll take the guilt and pay the money for you," and all that. So, every time I wear it, they are one of my best shoes. And every time I wear this one, it's so comforting, it's so well padded. If you wear it, your brain just feels cool. And I said, I will call him and say, "I'm wearing your shoe." I said, "I'm wearing those shoes that you made me buy." He said, "My shoes that you wear," And this man defends me. He stands for me. You couldn't spoil me. You can't destroy me before him. Oh, people know me so much loyal to him that they say, the problem we have with you is that you are too loyal to this man. You're going to talk to him. You will tell him, he will tell you this. And at the end, your loyalty to your friend will trump everything we tell you. So there's no need to talk to you. See, we need such people in our lives. One of the time he was filling a form, and they said next of kin, and he put my name there. And then he said, "If anything happens to me today, the only man I know would take my family as his own is this man." You see, we need such people in our lives. So it's a strong feeling of support and allegiance. I owe him so much. He owes me so much. That is why the relationship is the way it is. It's a sense of faithfulness that is steadfast in the face of temptation, to renounce, desert, or betray an individual and say, "No, I will not do it." So let me tell you a few things about loyalty. You'll get something out of it. Loyalty is rare. If you find it, keep it diligently. You don't find too many people that are loyal. Everyone, you see a lot of people confuse selfishness with self-enlightened interest. But a lot of people, at the end of the day, I say this to people all the time, you cannot go to ask for people's support on the basis of what you did for them. They've forgotten already. It's going to be on the basis of what they will get going forward. Let me say it again. A politician goes to say, I gave you people what I did this. They say, yeah, it's okay. That's the reason we asked you to run. What are you going to do for us now? What are you going to do for us now? So they want to see what is going forward. What are we going to benefit? Because the human nature, the fallen nature, is essentially selfish. It's self-centered. It's what they get. What is in it for me? That's what is important. And because that's what is important, if you want to truly ask and receive, then you have to somehow ensure that their needs are engrafted incorporated into what you want to request for. That's the only way they come. Because of that, a lot of people are not loyal. Do you understand me? A lot of people are not loyal. They're just interested in what they can get. So loyalty is rare. But if you ever find it in anyone, keep it, service it, recognize it, stay with it, do whatever it is to keep it. Because the people that will truly be loyal to you are not going to be many. You know, in sociology, we have been taught that an average person, a person who is well-versed, no matter who you are, cannot have more than 12 intimate relationships in his entire life. That is, 12 people. You can't have more than 12 people that you can trust your vision, trust your life, and put everything, and you know each other intimately. You are very close, and you can share in each other's strengths and weaknesses. You cannot have more than 12. So stop. Is that not the reason why Jesus had only 12 disciples and committed all his vision, his whole redemptive plans and everything into the hands of 12 men? Is that not the reason why we have the 5 black keys and 7 white keys to form an octave of a keyboard? All music, all songs, everything written, so any song written are composed in an octave from the beginning to the end. Just those 7 white keys and 5 black keys. Those 12 comprise, they are the one that comprise of an octave, and all music are written in that. So my question to you is this: how many people do you have that know you intimately, that you know that you love each other, they see your call, they call back every 2 days, they want to know how you're doing, your interest is paramount in their heart, they're loyal to you. If they hear that something negative is happening, they go all out, they go on a limb to support you, whether financially, emotionally, morally. And when people are bashing you and they say you've sinned, you've wronged people, you've done something evil, you are morally bankrupt, these people will say he's not been like that. He's always been a strong man. Maybe it's temptation, maybe it's some crisis, maybe some things, and what. And do you understand what I'm saying? Do you really get what I'm talking about? Having people like that in your life. Do you really have up to 10? Not to talk about 12. And out of Jesus' 12, we still had a Judas. Do you have up to that? Now, when I sit down to count my 6, 5, 6, 7, I told one of my very closest friends, and I told him, I was sharing, he said, Pastor Segun, I didn't know that research has confirmed something like this. He said, really, when I was going through this, it was only you and this that I could share that with. I've looked into my life. I don't have up to 4 or 5. That is how it works. Loyalty is very, very rare. If you find it, keep it. Number 2, loyalty has to be recognized and reciprocated. Loyalty has an expiry date. To have a long lifespan, you have to recognize it. You have to reciprocate it. Loyalty has an expiry date, so you must service it. It must be serviced. Let me say this. And the Bible says don't be partial. The Bible says treat all men equally. If you treat all men equally, how do you reward loyalty? Now talk to me. Seriously now, if you treat all men equally, how do you reward loyalty? Why is it that your bank brings at the turn of the year, you know, in the new year, they bring in diaries to you, calendar, they give you pen, they give you stamp point papers and sticky papers. They bring some gifts to you. You think the one that does hundreds of millions and billions of naira or dollar business with a bank is the same with the one that keeps his stipend of 20,000, 10,000 in that same bank? You think they see you as the same? If a person is loyal to you, recognize it. Now, for some time, we've been getting a lot of accolades on our productions, and I'm having people calling to ask us questions. They want to be mentored, they want to do, and all that stuff. And every time, and before we started this today, I was just telling my pastor, and I said, all the credits going into all this production is yours. Be like someone like you know. And he knows that I recognize that, but not just recognizing, reciprocating it. If I've got something that I think is best for him, sometimes I will just call my staff or for kids, everybody, and just say, take this, and all that. They don't have to ask for it. For being loyal, I service their loyalty. I defend them. When I see what is going to benefit, I say, come, you are so good here, this. But this is going to affect you. This will affect you. I need you to fix this, because if you can add this to this, you're going to be a very great man. I see this in you. Recognize loyalty when you see it. You need to recognize it. You need to let them know you really appreciate it. Then reciprocate it. Be loyal to them also. It has to have a long lifespan. You need to constantly service each other. And loyalty must be serviced. It has an expiry date, you know. A lot of you don't know that. You think if a person is loyal to you, he's forever and ever and ever. If you don't recognize him, if you don't reciprocate that, if you are not also loyal to him, if when it matters you betray him, or you talk down him, or you throw him under the bus, then he will no longer be interested in being loyal to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? When loyalty goes unrewarded, number 3, when it goes unrewarded, it can have an opposite effect. It will breed contempt, it will breed sellout, lying, backstabbing, betrayers, and unfaithfulness. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why do you think people, you say, you are my friend? Do you know how many years we've been together all through our secondary school to the university, and you betray me? And you hear some of them say, what happened when I trusted you with my money, you took it? What happened when this happened? What happened with this? You took my girlfriend. The lady I was going to marry, my fiancé, you brought problem between you. You see, it breeds betrayal. Whenever you don't reciprocate loyalty, when you don't reward it, when it goes unrewarded, then when they see a higher bidder, they go for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? A higher bidder can buy them off. When a person has been committed to you, has been loyal to you, and you do not see the need to put up, something in defense of these people, then they will sell out one day. They will sell out to your enemies. They will sell out to people that are looking to buy them over, to poke them. People who want to buy them, people who want to reward them. Even when they don't have those resources, or when their character and their lifestyle is not concomitant to theirs, it's not totally in agreement. And even when they're going to have problem, maybe 3 months or 6 months down the road, they're going to have issues because the people may not be able to keep their promises. They just wanted to destroy you by buying them out. They'll promise them double, triple, or what. But while they buy them out, they truly cannot take care of them. They can't do for them what to do. But because you didn't reward loyalty, the opposite effect is coming out. They are now lying to you. They are backstabbing. They are betraying you. They become unfaithful to you. You see, that is the negative side of loyalty. If you fail to reward it, if you fail to acknowledge it, let them know that they are good. This morning, one of my sons and our staff here, came and they just told us that they pray for me. Today is my birthday. He had sent me a message very early at about 6 o'clock, and he said, "Thank you, Daddy, for being the best that the world, in my world." He said, you taught me what life is all about, and you are molding me. I never thought that fatherhood and being a man, would be this, but you mold him. And you just said that. Immediately, so I said, this young man might just be, maybe today is his birthday. I don't think I remember that, but I'll check out with him. And I had told him, I said, you are not some guy. I've always told you are a great leader. You are intelligent. When I give him assignment to do, the way he does it, he will go and comb different areas. Say, you are intelligent. I see it. You are this. I keep talking and I share that. Not because I'm trying to patronize him, but because he's loyal. And I need to reward that. And whatever it is I have materially, financially, whatever, we try to reward each other because of our loyalty. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. Another point. Is that number 5 or something? Something is essential. Excuse me, please. Something is essentially wrong with your character if opportunity controls your loyalty. That's what we'll say. If you are willing to sell out simply because you felt that there's an opportunity for you to make more money. You see, is life all about money? Is life all about it? Is that what life is all about? If your loyalty can be controlled by opportunities, because there's opportunity to do this, when I say, I can let go of my marriage. There's so much money here. I want to give you $1 million or $100,000 or $10,000 if you will quit your relationship, if you can betray this person. And you are willing to betray the person, then something is wrong with your character. It's not because you are poor. It's because something is essentially wrong with you. You don't have strength of character. Otherwise, if you are truly loyal to an individual, then you will not betray him for money. You can't do that. So character is the foundation of loyalty, trust and loyalty. You need to deal with your character and be sure that you don't go betraying another person who has invested trust in you. Here is what I say to people. You betray me, I got no problem with that. I'll take it. But I also let them know, if you have betrayed me once, you don't need to ask me for forgiveness. I've forgiven you. I will forgive you. What will be difficult is reconciliation. Because forgiveness is releasing the hurt you inflicted on me and not holding it against you. If I can help you, whatever, I will just relate and pass. But to now restore you back to the point of relationship that we had at the beginning, whereby I invested my trust in you without effort. Now you got to earn my trust. So you are going to work double. You are going to work quadruple to now earn the trust that I so freely gave you and you so lavishly wasted it. I won't bring you down because you betray me once, shame on you. Betray me twice, shame on me. It's on me now because I should never have trusted you again. I should never have invested my trust in you until you have earned it. You probably didn't know how costly it is to have trusted you. And so, your character is important in the area of trust. All right? And the next thing, I think that's number 6, is always question where your loyalty lies. Make sure your loyalty is based on your values and character. Don't be loyal blindly. Don't be loyal to people blindly and just keep fighting. Not on the basis of just for emotion, just for sentiment. That's one of the things I wrote in my book, The Red Flags. Awesome book, and that's it here, The Red Flags. This is actually the second edition, and it's been worked on, and there are about 400 and some pages, and you can get it by following the link. And one of the laws there is the law of common purpose. In other words, you can actually be judged by the law of common purpose. In other words, if you suddenly follow a mob action, hey, we no go green, and everybody is screaming, and they just suddenly go in and they burst into your house, and things happen, and someone dies, and police comes in and they arrest everybody because you all join on that in that purpose to execute that thing. You are as guilty as the man that killed that individual. So don't follow the mob. Actually, the Bible says in Deuteronomy, it says, don't follow multitude to do evil. You cannot, literally, you cannot afford to take mob action against anyone because the mob is only crazy. they may never get to be patient enough to hear the truth. Okay? Number 7, is that 6 or 7? Okay, don't be too loyal to your feelings. Your mind isn't that loyal to you. Sometimes most times your feelings are not right. I think our women need to just hear this. Because men are like 90% logic. We're logical, and everything we do is about logic. Women, you are 90% emotional. You are easily giving up to emotion than you are giving to reasoning. And if you are a man that act like that, then you need to deal with this area. Your feelings are never truthful to you. Why will madam, the husband gives you everything, he gives you all the resources, he gives you all that, and you have this vow, why will you be willing to sleep with your driver? Why will you go to rent a house? I've known some cases, commissioner of police, I've known top people, top men in the government, top heavy business people who have a very young man, they've rented a home for, they take care, collect money from their husband, do everything to take care of the young person. And who sleeps with them in the absence of their husband? And you want to tell me your feelings are right? You see, that's the way I felt. And my husband travels somewhere, he goes 3 weeks, and then before he comes back, and then he's not always there. You want to tell me your feelings are right? Your feelings are right just to get into any relationship without thinking? I know Solomon actually counsels, he said, don't be like the mule. Don't be like a horse. Whenever it's in a heat period, they act irrationally. The brains don't work. You can't afford to live like that. Your feelings are not right. You felt nobody loves you. Nobody loves you. Is that true? You felt that everybody forsakes you, the world is against you. Is that really true? How about the one that picked the phone and called you and said, how are you doing? Yesterday I had a cause to talk to somebody, and this person had been going through so much, and this person looked stunning, amazing. And I'm casting her and said, sir, my son is this, I'm going through this right, my husband is not doing, everybody was this, and my ministry is going, the church is not doing well, and I said, since I knew you, you have never looked this beautiful. Your complexion is bright, you are just looking radiant. He said, what are you talking about, sir? If not that you are my mentor and a spiritual father, I would say you are just flattering me. I said, you have never been looking this gorgeous. Are you telling me you've gone through this? I said, thank God for your life. The grace of God covers all these negative things, and nobody is able to see that. So whatever you do, don't give up. Now go back, talk with your husband on this, talk with your son like this, do this, do this, do this. And whatever seed I had, I planted some, because that's a fertile ground. I said, take this. That will help you to go this way, and all that. And when I read the message later, I said, thank you for not just being a father and a mentor. You show it in practical things. By the things you go through yourself, we see you going through things, and in spite of it, you are a wounded healer, still healing us. And he said some beautiful words that were encouraging. But before coming, it looks like everything is negative and everything. But you got to know that there are people that care. There are people that are concerned. There are people that really want to see me succeed. So your feelings are never really true. Many times, I know people have told me lies, and others say that I've cried, and after they say, I'm sorry, sir, I just lied. And I'm saying, you made me cry for lying to me that evil befell you, only to turn out that you cry. Why will you do that? So don't be too loyal to your feelings. Your mind isn't that loyal to you. It will betray you. It will lead you to do something that will become disloyal to your partner or disloyal to other things. Your feelings can make you do things that you are loyal to that feelings, but disloyal to your partner, disloyal to God and your friendship. All right? And number 7 or number 8, loyalty is the strongest glue which makes a relationship last long. Treat loyal people right, else you'll be surrounded by sycophants. This is what I can't stress this enough. If you don't trust loyal people, if you don't treat them right, it will now become sycophants that will come around to replace those people. Why do you think a lot of leaders are surrounded by sycophants? Many of them don't reward loyalty. You just use the people and dump them. And if that's the case, sycophants will take their place and tell you what you want to hear, not what you need to hear. I think I gave this illustration in one of our sessions, and I will say that again. One time, United States president was about to be inaugurated. And, you know, as he was at the Capitol here, as he was about coming out of, you know, that podium, coming to the podium from that place where he will be inaugurated and all that, his friend pulled him back and he said to him, my friend, you and I have been lifelong friends. As soon as you get into that place and you take the oath, you become the president of the United States of America. You are likely to be surrounded by sycophants. You are likely to be surrounded by people who come to you and say, Mr. President, you are the smartest. Every decision you make is the best. He said, he called him by name. He said, look at me in the eyes. You and I know that you are not the brightest. You are not the smartest. Providence, God had made it possible for you to lead this great nation. Whenever people try to praise you and tell you that everything you say and do is right, remember you left me in this room, that I know you, that you're not as smart as they say. You're not the bright, you're not the best as they say. God is trusting you with this. Don't let people tell you to praise you to high heaven like they did to Herod. And he was smitten by Negan, and worms ate him while he was alive. Sycophants will tell you that you are who you are not. They will tell you have the power. So when the king is dancing naked, nobody will tell him because he's surrounded by sycophants. If you don't treat loyal people right, they say, oh, no matter what you tell him, after all, this is what he's going to do. So leave him alone. Tell him that he's good. If you tell him the truth, he will hate you. If you tell him the truth, he will transfer you out. He will replace you with somebody else. So let's keep telling him what he wants to hear. Finally, loyalty has potential for manipulation. You see, those with strong personal agendas may exploit loyalty for their benefit. In essence, loyalty is a powerful tool. It's a powerful force that can be a source of strength and stability. However, it's important to exercise discernment. Otherwise, you might follow some people blindly. At the end of the day, you will trust those who don't deserve your trust and loyalty. You need to understand that as far as this life is concerned, everyone who comes around you is not a truth seeker, his motive. They are not necessarily as good as they claim. They are not pure in their motives. Everybody comes around you mostly to get. It's because you represent something. Most people are constituent around you. In other words, what you represent to them is resources. What you represent to them is access. What you represent to them is a ladder. It's a scaffold to take them to where they want to go. And therefore, once they arrive at that, they can dump you. When people come around you with agendas, they can turn the whole thing to their own favor. So it is important you exercise discernment and avoid blindly following those who may not deserve your trust and loyalty, because you can be manipulated very easily. You can be manipulated. People have their personal agendas around you. They can exploit your loyalty to their own benefit. Okay? It's a very powerful force. People can take advantage. I know some people have come to me, they say, look, we know you, we know that you have connections, we know you have platforms. Can you just do this? And I say, why do you want to do it? They say, look, just step into this and do that. And I say, how do you come about this decision? Well, it's because I know this one, I know that you are powerful, you are this. And I say, why do you think I should get involved? That's my question. And then when I begin to interview them, I begin to dig them, and they just want to have control. They just want to have influence on me. They just want to do certain things. And they want me to provide them with my platform, drop in my integrity, my values, and then sell them to people who respect me, so that at the end of the day, These guys will just mess up. They do what they are, carry out their agenda, and then I will have been destroyed before my own platform. And everyone who knew me to stand for something will know now that I fought for everything, because I really didn't stand for anything. Man, be careful with your loyalty. Be careful who you are loyal to. Check your loyalty. Check the root of your loyalty. Check it again. Are you truly loyal to the people you ought to be loyal to? Do you reward loyalty? Do you examine your motives and see that deep in your heart you are loyal to those you should be loyal to, and you reward loyalty? All right? Is your loyalty based on your value? Or the values that you hold dear? All right? Do you allow your character to control your values, or you just allow opportunities to control your values? Well, I don't know if you have learned something here today, but thank you so much for joining us. This has been TLC. Please encourage us, support us. You know, whatever you don't support dies. So do your best, support us, like, comment, and share to other people. Thank you so much. This has been TLC, the Life Coach.
Remember, your journey of self-discovery is a continuous one. Embrace the challenges, celebrate your successes, and never stop believing in your ability to grow. Thank you for listening to The Life Coach. Until next